Oh, and thank you for joining Paper Crafting with Tracy. Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little treat box. Okay, and I've used some rectangle stitch dies here to create some borders, and it just pops open like so. Okay, in this particular box here that in my sample, I used our new Pansy Designer Series paper. Here is some of the designs. Okay, all these different beautiful designs in here. And what I did on this sheet of paper here, there is dies that match these pansies exactly. So I used those to cut out these pansies as well. So there is stamp set and dies that go with it that you'll see in other videos. For the sample that I'm going to do in the video, I'm actually going to use the small daisy punch. So I've cut out a couple of those out of Melon Mambo, and then I did another one out of Gorgeous Grape. And I'm using Bermuda Bay for the card base, or the box base. And then we've got this rainbow glitter paper, which I have used before as well, and that's what I'm going to use as my background. So I've got two pieces of paper here. One which is the lid, it's the bigger of the two, so it would be this one, is 6 1/4 by 5 1/16, and I've scored all the way around at 1.5 inch. Then the bottom is 6 1/8 and 5 inches, and again scored at the 1 inch all the way around. So what you want to do is you want to take your paper snips, and I just got a little bit of tape on the end, and you want to follow the score line in like so and cut in up to there. We're going to make the box, and then you're going to wedge that in. It just makes for a cleaner box, and you want to do that on both sides. I should have done this a little bit ahead of time just to save time in the video, but that's okay. I do invite you to subscribe to the channel, and those of you that have already subscribed, I thank you for that. And we'll do the same to the other side. And the wedges don't have to be perfect because they're going to be hidden. Okay, you just got to make sure you see your score line, just like so. And get that wedge out, there we go, and then don't forget the outside edge as well. Okay, so that's what you should end up with. So we're going to do the same, okay, to the bottom, just making sure. That actually might be the top. That was the bottom. So this is the top now. So the top is slightly bigger, and it's just so that they nestle in nicely. Like so. So this treat box can be used for all kinds of things, and you could adjust it for different sizes as well. Okay, so there's one side, and now we'll just quickly finish the other. And then we'll assemble it and decorate it, and then we're all done. Okay. I'm not very straight when I cut in my wedges, but like I said, it doesn't matter. The outside ones are easier, but the inside ones you can see I'm a little off. So now you just want to fold all your edges here. Fold all these in. Okay, including these. And then flip it over. And I'm just going to get my Stampin' Seal Plus here. And I'm just going to tape these outside edges. You could use tear and tape as well. I find the Stampin' Seal Plus works quite well. And then what you want to do is fold these in and then line up that edge so that you have a nice clean edge along there. And then do the same thing on the other side. Just fold it up so that it's all square on the outside. And you'll see on the inside it is not square. They kind of flap in a bit, and it just gives you a better edge on the inside. So the same thing on this one. Just line it all up. And then this side as well. And there we go. There's part of the box. So now we'll do the same with this one. So again, you can get your bone folder and burnish it. I just do it with my fingers for this. Flip it over, put your tape on these flaps that you just cut out. Like so. And then again, line it up so it's nice and square on the edge. This goes together really simple, like so, and do the same thing on the other end, like so, and this side too. And there, you've got your top and bottom, so then one just fits inside the other, like so. Oops. You just got to line it all up. There's your box. Now, I've taken out of our stitched rectangles, which I've used before as well, these ones here. I've cut out of the same Bermuda Bay, a couple of rectangles. I'm going to finish decorating the top of the one, because it's easier to do before I stick it to my box. And again, I'm using the Stampin' Seal Plus just for that extra hold. So I'll attach that. And the inside is just going to depend totally on what size rectangle. And then we'll add this in there. And then I'm going to attach these as well. So I'm just going to get some glue. Oops. And I'm just going to put a little dab of glue in the center. I'm going to offset them by a little bit. I don't want a huge amount. Just to give me a fun looking flower. And I'll put the glue on the back as well. Like so. Now, the easiest way I found to mount these is just put some tape. A little harder to do. Okay, and then I just lined it up. Like so in the center. And then the same thing with this one. Like I said, a little harder to do when there's nothing in the box, just because it's not firm. And now I will line this up on top, just kind of, oops, lining it up on the bottom so that they're relatively one right over top of each other. And there we have it, our two little gift boxes. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Paper Crafting with Tracey. Please subscribe to the channel, as well as follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest with Paper Crafting with Tracey. Happy stamping!